Good afternoon, good evening, depending on the country you're joining us from. We are happy to have you here today at the second edition of our Agristory Lab, Agristory Lab 2.0, like we like to call it. Please, I would like to first of all apologize for starting late for today's session. I can assure you that it will definitely not happen again. Today's theme is an exciting one, from farm to fame, storytelling as a growth strategy for agripreneurs. So we don't leave storytelling again for the storytellers, the actors and actresses, the artists, the content creators. The African Food Changemakers is developing capacity amongst agripreneurs to begin to tell their stories themselves as much as they know it in their own language, in their own character, in their own personality. So whether you are a farmer, a processor, a distributor, or an agri-innovator, this session is designed to help you transform your brand visibility through the power of storytelling. Please, as you come in, as you have come in and we have welcomed you, please ensure that your microphones are muted and feel free to drop your name, your country, and the business you do in the chat. Let us connect and make this session very interactive. Now, for our French participants, don't feel left out. We have French interpreters on this call. Simply log in to this meeting on Zoom, on the Zoom app, and mute your audio as you enter. Click the interpretation button and select your preferred language. The interpretation button, if you are using a laptop, is just bottom right of your screen. And then you will hear the translated audio and the original audio at a lower volume, just so that you understand the tone of the speaker. And if you wish not to hear the original speaker at all and you just want to listen to the French interpreter, you can turn the original audio off by clicking mute so that you can listen to the French interpreter alone. Now, some housekeeping rules. For engagement, ensure that you use the expression buttons such as raise your hand, thumbs up, wave to contribute or call for attention. What does this mean? So while the session is going on, you don't just unmute and start speaking. If you want to say something, you will need to put your hand up. And you would always have opportunity to do that towards the end of the session, but just so that we don't interrupt the flow. And if you are enjoying the session so well and you can't hold yourself, you can easily react by putting up a thumbs up or wave or clap. You will see the clap emoji just to let the speaker know that you are following the session, you are enjoying the session. All participants will be able to participate in all relevant phases of the event. Kindly use the chat to contribute and send your questions. So if you cannot wait till the question and answer, you can drop the questions on the chat and my colleague will pick up those questions so that once it's time for question and answer, we'll put it out for the facilitator to respond to you. And you can continue to connect on the chat box. When allowed to speak, the moment you are allowed to speak, and this is usually during the question and answer session, kindly respect the group's time and keep your comments brief and to the point. So just make sure you are asking precise questions. And I like to advise that for you to ask precise questions, you have to listen attentively, have a notepad and a pen so that you can take notes and write out your questions so that once it's time for the question and answer, you are asking your questions directly and straight to the point. Keep it as brief as possible. Finally, kindly refrain from posting anything in the chat that is unrelated to the event. So don't come to the chat and start advertising your own event and start sharing links. When we say connect, we just want you to meet each other on the chat box and learn about the opportunities that each of you can, connect through. And after the session, you can share more further information with the people that you would have connected with in the chat. Now, quickly, let's get to the agenda for today. We'll begin with a quick round of introductions and get to know about African food change makers. African food change makers are the ones putting this session together. You'll learn to know what we do and our work, and then walk straight into the speaker session. You learn about the speaker, and then the speaker begins her presentations, and followed by the Q&A session. And then you will have the group photograph and what you need to do next after this session. So this promises to be very interesting, very interactive, and inspiring. Sit tight and let's begin with the introduction. I'll begin with myself. My name is Ebere Oko. I'm in Nigeria and I am a Nigerian membership coordinator at the African Food Change Makers. Please quickly drop in the chat your name, your country, and the business that you do. I will try as much as possible to recognize everybody in the chat. So quickly drop in the chat box your name and the business that you do. Oh, beautiful. I can already see participants joining us from different parts of Africa. I can see Namfuka from Uganda. I can see Almighty from Cameroon. Welcome. I'm happy to have you here. I can see Sylvester from Nigeria, our own Joss in Nigeria. You're welcome. I can see Kola Relay. I can see Nuhu Katsina. I can see Ijoma Wachuku. This is definitely Nigeria. This sounds like us. I can see Evangeline. She's connecting from Abuja. I can see Claudia from Cameroon and the rest of you. I'm so happy that you all are connecting here. So you can see what African Food Chain Makers does for everybody here. You can actually find a new client from another country in this chat. You can find a new supplier in this chat. So feel free, chat the person up and connect at least before the session begins. But just so you know, once the session begins, all attention should be on the speaker. Now I will invite my colleagues to put up the poll. We'll have a quick poll for everyone here just for us to test the much that you know about visibility and storytelling. So my colleague will put up the poll here. Please confirm that you all can see this poll on your screen. The Agristory Lab poll should be on your screen. And there are 5 questions for you to answer. If you can see this poll on your screen, please indicate in the chat. I can see. Yes, I can see some thumbs up here. That means that you can see it. So let me just read out the questions. As I'm reading out the questions, I want everybody to begin to fill this poll. Right now, we have 54 participants on the call. I want to see 54 participants fill this poll. So let's begin. How familiar are you with storytelling as a business growth strategy? How familiar are you with storytelling as a business growth strategy? Begin to respond, and then after now we would go through your poll, and this would help the facilitator, the speaker, focus on what you really need. She is actually paying attention to this poll. Which social media platform do you use most to promote your business? I see a lot of people are on Facebook. We have a few on Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, and so on. What's your biggest challenge with telling your brand story? What is that problem? Why is it difficult for you to tell your brand story? Why are we not telling our stories? Let us see from your response here. And number 4, what do you hope to gain from this session? The speaker is listening to this, is reading your responses, and she would like to know what you want to gain from this session. And finally, we would like to know if this is the first time you are attending our Agristory Lab or you attended the first edition. Let us know now. If this is the first time or you have attended before, let us know in this poll on your screen. As you are joining us, you're welcome, and as you put up your screen, you will see this poll on your screen. Please take a few minutes or seconds to fill this poll on your screen. There are just 5 questions and we already have 23 responses already. Let us see how we can push this number to 40 responses before we proceed. So I want to be sure that everybody dropping their names and their introductions on the in the chats has actually filled this poll. If you have not, please run to this poll on your screen and begin to fill. Begin to fill this poll on your screen. We have 25 responses already. 53% of the participants on this call have filled this poll. Let us see how much we can get if we can take it down to, okay, so we have 27 responses already. Let us see if we can get 30 responses and then we'll proceed with today's session. Thank you to everybody that has already filled this poll. Thank you so much. We need more responses just so that our, the data that we get from this poll is strengthened and is reliable. We need more responses, please. We have 29 out of 50 already. So let us hit 30 and we'll proceed with today's session just so that we don't waste much of your time. We've already delayed you all at the beginning of the session. All right, so now we can end the poll. My colleague can end the poll. Anna, you can end the poll so that we can share the results. So you all see the results on the screen. How familiar are you with storytelling as a business growth strategy? Now, 45%, which is the majority of people who have responded, are somewhat familiar, not too familiar, but quite familiar. And so that is the essence of today's session. I hope that you pay attention and learn what will help you to become even more familiar with storytelling for your business growth. Which social media platform do you use to promote your business? I know majority would say Facebook. Almost everybody's on Facebook. And then we have Instagram 24%, LinkedIn 21%, and then I don't see anybody on Twitter. Okay, that's interesting. And a few on TikTok, 3%. We actually have people on this call that does not use social media. You need to know why you need social media in your life and in your business. So stay tuned and learn why that is important for you. What is your biggest challenge with telling your brand story? Why has it been difficult? And 52%, which is the majority, say they struggle to create consistent content. I can relate, trust me. 15% say they don't know how to start. You will learn about that today. 12% don't even have the tools or platforms. But are these tools or platforms really far-fetched? Are they not close to us? Are they not around us? Well, we will learn today that they are really, really not far-fetched. They are around us. They are very basic tools that we can use to tell our brand story. And then 9% say they are not sure what resonates with their audience. 12% say everything, all these issues here, they have all these issues that have been listed here. So we hope that we'll do better after today's session. The fourth question, what do you hope to gain from this session? 30% want to learn practical storytelling tips. I am interested in this as well. 15% want to understand better brand visibility. 12% want to draw inspiration from other people's experiences. So stay tuned. 9% networking and collaboration opportunities. And 33%, which is the majority, say they want all of the above. That is the full package. Now, the fifth question, did you participate in the Agristory Lab 1.0? That is the first edition. Whoa, 76% say this is their first time. Thank you very much to everyone that has taken out time to fill this poll. We would take all of this that you have shared with us into consideration and ensure that you have a fruitful and engaging session today. Now, before we even go into the into today's session, I would like to tell you about African food change makers. I don't know how many of you here have heard about us. I don't know how many of you here are members, but I'm taking it for granted that you are hearing about us for the first time, or you probably have limited information about the African food change maker. So that's why this is important. African Food Change Makers is a non-profit organization committed to nourishing Africa and changing global narratives about Africa's agri-food ecosystem. We believe that small and medium agribusinesses are the backbone of Africa's food ecosystem. Through our programs and community, we support entrepreneurs with training, funding opportunities, visibility, market linkages. We help them scale sustainably and transform Africa's food ecosystem. Our vision is clear: 1 million successful African agribusinesses transforming the food ecosystem and are being recognized globally. But let me just take it word for word here. Our mission is to enable African entrepreneurs to scale resilient and sustainable agribusinesses that feed Africa and the world by providing training, funding, opportunities, exposure, trade linkages, and fostering a vibrant community of change makers. Our vision is to have 1 million successful and sustainable African agribusinesses that are transforming the food ecosystem and are recognized and respected across the globe. Now we have 4 key programs that drives the African food change makers. We have the Building Resilience Against Climate and Environmental Shocks. That is a training program, a 6 weeks self-paced training program with certification, actually, that focuses or that trains you on how to adopt climate smart principles, strategies for your agribusiness, regardless of the value chain you operate in. So whatever you are doing, as long as you're operating in the African agri-food ecosystem, you should put your ears down for the next cohort of the Building Resilience Against Climate and Environmental Shocks. We have the Scaling Export Program. As the name implies, the training is also a certification training, and it is basically to teach you how to export your agribusinesses from local markets, how to take your products or your business from local markets to international markets. We want to teach you what you need to know, the documentations you need to have, the people you need to connect with, the events you need to attend, just to ensure that you enjoy market linkages, international markets linkages. So yes, look out for the next cohort for the Scaling Export Program. Leading African Women in Food Fellowship, specifically for women in agri-food, women that are doing great things. We want to amplify their voices. We want to put them on global stages so that the world will see them and know the work that they are doing in their respectful communities. And finally, the changing narratives. What we are doing today is actually building your capacity to join us in changing global narratives about African agri-food ecosystem. Today, the Agristory Lab connects us to our goal of changing narratives, helping African agripreneurs tell their stories authentically and powerfully. Now you would hear us a lot talk about members, community. The African Food Change Makers has a digital community of over 8,500 agri-food businesses from 49 countries in Africa. We have this digital ecosystem where all these thousands of agripreneurs connect. They do business together, they meet, they collaborate on projects together. But beyond all of that, beyond the community, beyond the peer-to-peer learning, the African Food Change Makers continue to share training programs with them, capacity building opportunities and programs with them. We continue to share opportunities for funding. So we go out and curate a lot of funding opportunities out there and bring to the community for our members to take advantage of. There are a lot of opportunities from funding, fellowship, networking events, exhibitions and the likes. So get all of this information and share with our community members who take advantage of all of this to boost their businesses. So if you are not part of us, I would tell you how you can join us. For now, before things change in the nearest future, for now, it is free to become a member of the African Food Change Makers. And all you need to do is, first of all, to ensure that your business is corporate, your business is formally registered in line with the business requirements in your country. Your business needs to be formally registered in line with the business requirements in your country. And then you need to have operated, your business within at least 6 months and above. You need to have social media presence. So when I say social media presence, you need to have a website. But if you don't have a website, social media is accepted. LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, just something on the internet that we can find what you do and easily connect you to opportunities that are out there. Social media is very important for every member of African Food Change Makers. I forgot to mention that we have a marketplace online, and the marketplace on the website is only available for members of the community. So when you are a member of the community, you get to post your products, upload your products on the marketplace, and visitors on our website would see the products that you do and connect with you directly. You see why you need a social media account, because that is how they will connect with you. They will connect with you through your social media account. All you need to do now is to visit the website www.afchub.org. Click on the join the community on the homepage, or navigate to the login icon at the top right corner of your page. On the login drop down, click the join the community. To make it easy for you, my colleague will drop the join the community link on the chat box now. So you just click the link and follow the prompts and you get to join us. So take your time, be patient, and complete the registration process. Once you do that, you click submit. And once you submit, it will take us 24 hours to verify your registration. And once you are verified, you receive an email from us to start using your dashboard and start connecting with other agripreneurs immediately. Thank you for paying attention to everything that I have said so far. Now it's time to even pay more attention, because we're about to get into the meat, into the essence of our gathering this afternoon. And I would like to introduce our speaker for today's session, Tiger Fire Rose. What a beautiful, powerful name. Tiger Rose is the CEO and creative lead, Tiger Fire Rose Media. Originating from Lagos, Nigeria, Tiger Fire Rose is a seasoned creative writer, producer, and media professional with over a decade of experience in media. She is the CEO and creative lead at Tiger Fire Rose Media, a social enterprise dedicated to impacting change through storytelling. With more than 75,000 minutes of produced content on platforms like Showmax, Amazon Prime, Netflix, and African Magic, she has established herself as a versatile, multi-format, and innovative storyteller. Known for crafting relatable narratives with stories like To Freedom, #1 on Amazon Prime in 24 hours. Please, it would be lovely for us to go check this after today's session. To Freedom on Amazon Prime. And the Nigerian Indian family drama Postcards, a Netflix original, top 10 on Netflix H1 2023. Uriri, Our Husband, Close of Business, and many others on African Magic. She is a speaker, trainer, and facilitator on authentic storytelling, and a member of the African Narrative Collective, a community dedicated to reshaping the African narrative through authentic and impactful storytelling. She is also the convener and lead facilitator of the Exploring the African Motif Free Storytellers workshop, which has impacted and mentored over 120 youth in the creative field over the past 3 years, some of whom have gone on to be nominated for awards in storytelling in the respective fields. She is a strong believer in empowering people to tell their stories authentically. Now, who is best to take this session, if not a storyteller herself? Hello, Tiger Fire Rose. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to having you transmit all your experience over the years to our agri-food entrepreneurs on this call. Thank you so much. I'm happy to have you here. I hope you're happy to be with us today, Tiger Fire Rose. Can I call you Tiger, please?
Whatever you want.
Oh, so Tiger is fine. Yes, Tiger, thank you for joining us. We're looking forward to learning from you, and I'm sure our participants are charged and looking forward to learning from you. So, Tiger, you have the floor.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm always excited to speak about storytelling. So that's why I'm invited. So it's really good to really that previous journeys in training. I'm a food lover, so I'm very grateful. You guys can't hear me. Can you hear me now? Can you
Yes, we
hear me?
can hear you. Yes, sharp.
Yeah,
We can hear
it's
you
better
now.
now. It's better now. Yeah.
You guys can hear me now. Okay. So I was saying thank you to this organization and this platform for inviting me. I was just being grateful for being here, right? And thankful for the opportunity. Thank you for inviting me into your world. And, I was saying it's such a joy to be in a room full of people who feed nations, literally, because I'm a food lover and I'm grateful for you guys. I'm really grateful for you guys and the work that you do. And it's such a blessing and an opportunity for me to be able to impact you guys in my own little way and donate to the, general food chain. So I've worked across different creative industries. And one thing I've learned is that storytelling is not just for filmmakers or for brands or for, I'm sure once everybody thinks of stories, they're thinking of like storybooks, or they are thinking of like authors and filmmakers and maybe even songs sometimes, right? But the truth is that storytelling or story is the secret ingredient that helps people to remember you. It helps people to trust you, and it makes people want to work with you, right? See now, the reason why you use some of the brands that you use is because there's a story behind it. A lot of us, someone like me now, I'm very loyal to brands because once it works, it works. And then also there's a little part of laziness and just, I'm not that adventurous. I don't want to use another body cream and my skin will start peeling, right? But then even with that, there's a story. There's a reason why I don't generally switch brands, right? If this brand works for me, I'm good with it. That is my story when it comes to brand loyalty, right? Another person's story when it comes to brand loyalty is that all they've seen their mother cook with is maybe not chicken. And that's why no matter what you tell them about any other brand, the only brand that they will ever use to cook is not chicken, right? That's a story there. So sometimes it's not even about the taste. Sometimes they can taste even better cooked food with a better seasoning brand. But because this is all they know how to do, this is all they know how to use because that is what they've seen their mother do. They would, because of brand loyalty, stick with that. That is a story. There is always a story behind everything, right? So at African Food Change Makers, you are already growing something powerful. Food products, innovation, whatever aspect of the agripreneur sector that you are in, you're building something powerful. But the question now is, how do we make people care about what you are growing? How do you move from farm to fame, not for vanity, but for visibility and for growth, right? That's why everyone here is right here on this Zoom call now. So the first question is, why does storytelling matter in the agribusiness? Now, storytelling builds trust, and trust drives sales. It drives investment, and it builds a community. Now, a lot of you that buy stuff online, right? So like me now, before I buy anything online, I first go into the comment section to find out. Not that current post I found. I'll look for an old post in the comment section and see what people have said about the person, right? Even like on Gigi or Jumia or all those places, before I buy from a new person, I'll go into the comment section and see what people are saying about the person, right? Is the person late? Is the person rude? Is the person whatever it is, right? Because beyond what the product is giving you, other things matter also. There are other emotionally intelligent things that matter. How does the person speak to a customer? Am I going to end up fighting and losing the Jesus Christ that I've developed in me because I want to buy a 5,000 naira product? Am I going to risk my salvation because of 7,500 naira products that I want to buy? Or is this person going to stress me, right? These are some of the things that you need to know. So that's the trust that the person has built, which is why feedback is very important, right? Storytelling brings feedback, right? It helps you to build trust within your community. It helps you to drive sales. It helps you to do investment and community. Why is everybody holding ring lights now? Why is everybody opening Instagram page now? Why is everybody a quote unquote content creator? Why is everybody dancing on TikTok? Because the truth is that social media has created a platform where we don't just want to see that you're selling your product for 7,500 naira. Why should I buy your 7,500 naira product? You need to tell me a story to go along with it, right? Why should I trust your own yams beyond the woman in the market? People that bring food solutions, or food solutions for busy working class women who don't have the time to go to the market and maybe can't even find someone trusted to go to the market for them, and they say, okay, well, this is the solution I'm bringing for you. I'm going to be delivering your yams to you. My yams are coming straight from Benue, right? What is the story there? Why should I trust your yam over the other next person's yam, right? You already have a story. If you bring Benue yams, everybody knows that Benue yams are the sweetest yams. So that's already like an advantage for you there, right? So you say, my yams I'm not just bringing you yams, I'm bringing you yams straight from Benue, right? And you can justify the higher cost because I'm bringing you the yams straight from Benue, and everybody knows that Benue yams are the sweetest yams. My yams are slightly more expensive, but guess what? It's going to be worth it. Would you not rather pay premium for premium yam than for you to buy cheap yam that everything will be tasting like water yam? That's a story right there, right? So you just have to find the story in your products. The truth is that story is not far away. What happens a lot of times, the reason why people are stressed about stories because you're looking for what's not lost. You think that you have to be Chimamanda Adichie on your own platform before you can, become and tell me about your product. I'm not asking you for PhD. I'm not asking you to write me half of the Yellow Sun. I'm just asking you to be authentic with your story. I'm asking you to be authentic with your brand and your products, because the truth is that nobody knows your product better than you. You might hire a storyteller like me to come and help you to tell your story. But the truth is that before I can even tell your story, there are still questions I'm going to ask you, because there are some things about your brand that you are the only person that knows about. There are some things about your story that cannot be cooked up by it. Yes, you can get a brand storyteller to tell you, but you have to give the brand storyteller the ingredients to cook your story well for you, right? Now, another reason why storytelling matters is because consumers and investors, they remember stories, not statistics. If I came here now and I'm showing you bar chart, oh, the 60% of the something, and I'll show you pie chart and I'll show you data. Like, a lot of us don't remember data. A lot of us don't remember data. Somebody will tell you, oh, this person is the top 10, something. You don't remember that. But do you know what you remember? That person, when he entered like this, everybody fainted on the floor. Why? Because his beauty was amazing. That's what you remember. You will not remember the 100% statistics of the something. So you have to find a way to translate your data into story, right? Now, great agribusiness brands use storytelling to make farming aspirational. They make it aspirational. They make us want to be a part of the process. Now, people don't buy what you grow. They buy the story behind it, right? A farmer grows food, but a storyteller grows trust. In today's world, people want to connect to values, not value chains. They want to know what you stand for, right? Beyond like real fruits now. Afyong Williams, or what's her name? Afyong, right? What she did is that she didn't just say that, oh, I'm drying up fruits, I'm preserving them, I'm selling them. That's not what she's telling us. She has tied that whole brand to national identity. She says for every packet that she's selling, she's exporting Nigeria. For every something that she's doing, she's giving farmers a chance to something. She has tied it to impact. She has tied her entire brand to impact. Even when I was reading up, I was just like, auntie, is it more than dried mango and dried apple and coconut that you are selling? Which one is all this national this thing? But it's true. She's speaking the language of investors, and it makes it interesting. It makes it interesting for you to even go through her website. Me, for curiosity, I'm just like, okay, how is she going to tie this one out? What next is she going to tie it into? But she did a very fantastic job of telling the story of her brand and tying it to different things. So she didn't just tie it to, oh, I'm drying mangoes, and you will eat the mango anytime. It will stay for 2 years. It can stay for 1 year inside the packaging. No, she has sold you belief. She has sold you national identity. She's like, for every packet you buy, you're exporting Nigeria. So you're just like, you know what? I need to take Nigeria to the world. Where's that real fruit packet? That's what she has done for you, right? And that's a way for you to think about your brand also. Think about your brand beyond the, oh, I'm a farmer that has 1,000 hectares of land, or I'm a farmer that sells cassava and produces gari. Think of it beyond that. What else are you giving us? Are you giving us impact also? Are you changing the lives of the farmers? Every farmer that works with you, what happens? What's the story of every farmer that works with you? Do they actually become millionaires? Like, do they have an opportunity for wealth? Are you giving us wealth solutions beyond just feeding us? Are you also giving us wealth solutions beyond just packaging this thing? What are you doing for the environment, right? Let us know these things. These are part of the stories that will make people want to come into your world and actually invest in your products or collaborate with you, or whatever it is that you're looking for. You have to tie your story to something beyond your products. Now, the right story can open doors to funding, partnerships, and loyal customers, because people want to put their money in what they believe in. So the question is, you as a brand, what do you believe in? That thing that they say, these are our values and what we stand for, is not just propaganda. Yes, it's propaganda, but yes, it's also not just propaganda. It's true. What are the values? What do you stand for? What do you believe in? Because if your values align with my values, then that means we're going to click, we won't be fighting. But if my value is integrity and your own value is sharp, anywhere belief is, we're going to clash. Do you understand? So even me as an investor, I know I'm going to clash with you, because you're going to use my money and do anywhere belief is, and next thing EFCC is going to be knocking at your door. Then because your door is connected to my door, they'll be knocking at my door. That's a problem, right? So we need to know your values even as a brand. Yes, you are doing cassava. Yes, you are planting potato. Yes, you are giving us ugu. But beyond the ugu, what are the values that you stand for? Even within that ugu, what are the processes? What you have to let us know. Now, for example, like I've given an example of Afyon with real fruit now. She started with dry fruits in her apartment, right? This is her story. She started with dry fruits in her apartment, but today she's exporting globally. She didn't talk about production capacity. She told stories about farmers and fruits and tied it to national identity and impact. That's what made people invest. You can go and check her website. If you check on her website, every line she's telling you about how she has impacted farmers, how she has grown national something, how it is a national product that is taking Nigeria to the world, something. So for brands that are passionate about Africa, amplifying Africa, investors that are passionate about amplifying Africa, they are going to partner with her. Investors that are passionate about impact and human growth, they're going to partner with her, because they know that whatever they are doing, whatever she's producing, even if she's producing 1,000 packets of dried mango, at the end of the day, those 1,000 packets of dried mango are translating to lives changed in farmers. They're translating to 1,000 packets of of Nigerian dried mango that has been exported. It means 1,000 fresh people have been introduced to Nigeria because of real fruits. That's the story that she has built around her brand. So one of the things, as we're going, I'm just going to be giving you off the top assignments so that you can be writing it down and go and think about it for your brand, because I cannot do individual, oh, what is your brand? What is your this thing? So these questions that I'm actually putting out there right now, please write it down so that when you go back, you can actually think about it for your brand and think of how to build your brand story. Now, for farm crowding, now I'm sure a lot of us here know farm crowding. Now, what they did is they turned farmers' struggles into opportunities for digital investors. Right? There are people that have money, they don't know what to do with it. They are looking for where to invest the money, and then there are farmers that are looking for funding. What did they do? They built a digital platform and connected the farmers to the investors. Right? Now, their story wasn't about tech. Their story was about transformation. They turned farmers' everyday struggles into a call for digital investment. That's the farm crowding story. Like for me now, when I told stories that reflected Africa differently, it wasn't the budget that drew attention, it was authenticity. When I decided that, you know what, I'm done with just willy willy stories. I'm going to tell authentic African stories that people can see themselves in and they can resonate in. And when I grounded myself in that, I told more authentic stories. My storytelling became much better, right? And I'm able to amplify myself across different sectors because what I'm teaching is authenticity. What I'm teaching is originality, right? So that's why no matter what sector you put me in the energy sector, in the finance sector, in whatever it is, I can relate and I can translate your problem into story, and I can teach you how to do that for yourself and how to bring a solution through story for your problems, because I have grounded myself into authenticity, not just authenticity as an African storyteller, just authenticity as a storyteller in general. Now, I'm going to give you a simple story formula that you can use to develop your stories. Because the truth is that the world may not know your product, but they'll remember your journey. So make them remember your journey, right? So a simple story formula that you can use is, maybe let's keep it at 4 P's, right? PPPP, 4 P's, right? So this is a framework for any brand, whether you sell yam flour or you run an agri-tech platform or you're a farmer yourself, right? This formula would work for you. So first and foremost, the first P is problem. What challenge did you face? That's the first question. Problem. What challenge did you face? Now, the second is passion. Why did you care enough to solve it? Why? You're telling us your why. Why did you care enough to solve it? Now, the third one is process. Process. What steps did you take? Take us through your process, right? Don't just be like a juju man and just blow powder in our face and jump to solution. No, take us through your process. We want to know, we're interested, right? And then the last P is payoff. What changed because of your work? Because remember, you're bringing us from a problem, so you have to tell us what changed because of your work, either the negative or the positive. We're in an age of social media where people actually want to learn from your negatives. They want to learn from the mistakes that you made, right? Turn your mistakes into content. We're not in the boomers generation of shame where you have to cover your shame and only talk about your wins. No, in this generation, your wins are celebrated. So are your mistakes, because mistakes are how other people learn. Because you've made that mistake and you've shared that mistake, I don't have to make the same mistake that you've made, right? And so that is content for you. And what you've done is you've won me over as a loyal customer or brand something, whatever, brand loyalist, because you were in my mind, I'm like, oh my God, this person is so vulnerable. They shared their mistakes with me. They were honest, they were raw, they were real. And because of that, I've learned I'm going to follow this person, because this person is not just full polish. You're not just AI polish. You are real. You are human. And because of that, I'm going to follow you. Right? So don't think that your payoff always has to be positive. Like, oh my God, I changed 5,000 people's lives. Oh, I changed the world because of me now. There is cassava everywhere in the world. It doesn't always have to be that. It can be that, oh, I had a dream. I saw this problem. And then because of that, I decided that this is what I'm going to do to solve it. And then I took and these steps. But guess what? The problem still exists because I did not, I couldn't do it, right? And that's when I realized that I can't do it alone. I need partners to get this done. And so I'm going back to the drawing board and I'm going to get myself some partners. And when I come back, you guys, me and my partners, we're going to solve that problem together. You see, I've shared the problem. I told you why I cared about it. I've shared the process I went through. And then the payoff is that I didn't get it done. But you see, you know what? It's okay. I've still given you hope. I've told you that I'm okay. I'm going back to the drawing board. And then in the same breath, I've done a call for partners. So if I put this post up and someone that is interested in whatever problem it is I'm trying to solve sees it, it's like, oh my God, I like this. How about we partner? Oh, I'm a tech person. I think I know where you went wrong. Let me help you with the tech part. Oh, I'm a financier. I like bold moves. Let me help you with this financing part. Let me help you. Like, do you understand? That's how your story can get you into the right places, into the right moves. Now, let me give you another example. When I started my honey business, my biggest issue was packaging. That's the problem, right? I wanted to prove Nigerian honey could be premium. That's passion. I tested jars, designed labels, shared the behind the scenes on Instagram. That's the process. Today, we're stocked in 12 stores nationwide. That's the payoff, right? In just 4 lines, I've been able to tell you a brief story about my honey business. And in just those 4 lines, you've seen my problem, you've seen my passion, why I'm doing what I'm doing, you've seen my process, the things that I did, and you've seen the payoff. What has, from my steps that I've taken, what have paid off, right? So I think for you guys, what you should do is think about one big challenge that you faced in your agribusiness. Please write it down. Think of one big challenge that you faced in your agribusiness. Whether it's drought, delayed funding, spoilage, anything. That's where your story begins. I want you to write it down and tell us how you turned it around, because that's your story seed right there. So write it down. I know some people have more than one challenge. You can write down your 10 challenges. Those 10 challenges are your next 10 posts on whatever social media platform you want to put it on. But you get the vibe of what I'm trying to say. All I'm trying to say is write down your challenge. Your challenges are not a thing of shame. Your challenges are actually a thing of growth. They're a thing that can show vulnerability and honesty and integrity, even to potential investors or partners that you may have. Now, when you write down your challenge, now write down what kept you going. What is your why? When you write down your challenge, write down what kept you going. That is your why. That's your passion, right? Then after you do that, I'm talking slowly so that you guys can write. I want to believe that you're writing down. That's why I'm talking slowly. So after you do that, take us through the process of how you solve the problem. Now, resist the urge to shalaye. Stop talking too much. Keep it short, simple, and sweet. Keep it simple, short, and sweet, okay? Don't talk too much. People have short attention span. And when you're just learning how to write stories, nobody wants to hear a long-winded story. Nobody wants to hear a story that goes on and on and on and on forever without an ending. Keep it short, keep it sweet, keep it pam, pam, pam. Remember those 4 lines I did, pam, pam, pam. Right? And the beauty of it is that right now you have AI. ChatGPT is your friend. When I get to tools that can help you become a better storyteller, ChatGPT is your friend, right? But ChatGPT is a friend that you have to know how to use and prompt and guide. Don't just, because ChatGPT is garbage in. ChatGPT can be very garbage in, garbage out. So if you don't know how to write story, you just realize that you and 1 billion other entrepreneurs are sounding the exact same way, because people gave ChatGPT the same prompt and people copy and pasted the same thing. So all of you are doing the same thing, sounding like robots, right? ChatGPT is a tool. ChatGPT is not supposed to do all the work for you. It's supposed to give you your base and then you tweak it into your own tone, your own style, your own vibe, right? So write your process and then write your payoff. Did you succeed or did you fail? And what are we going to learn from your success or your failure? Now, I want you to craft your short story, right? Using the 4P model. Write 3 or 4 lines that tell your business story. It will be about your journey, a product, or a customer win. That's what I just walked you through. E.g., when drought hit, I lost 60% of my crop. I decided to try drip irrigation. I shared the process online. 2 years later, I now train 50 farmers a month, right? Now, I'm giving you 2 to 3 examples of how to get it done in 4 lines. That thing that I've said there is a short caption. It can be a caption on Instagram. It can be turned into a video reel. It can be turned into, if you don't like showing your face, AI reel. You can put it on slides in pictures. You can put it as a LinkedIn post. It can give you so many different forms of posts that you can do, just those simple 4 lines, right? Now, I'm going to take you through visibility, tips, and next steps, right? Your story won't grow your brand if it stays on your lips. You need to know that. You need to know how to use storytelling to grow your brand visibility. Because if your story stays in your heart, it's between you and your heart and your organs, your internal organs, your lungs and your brain. They are the ones that will be engaging with your story. Hi, Tiger, moderator. Okay. Okay. Okay, got it. So your story won't grow your brand if it stays on your lips. Visibility is about consistency, not perfection. I saw that a lot of you had consistency problems. We all do have consistency problems, but one of the hacks that I've gotten for a consistency problem is I do bulk what I call bulk shooting or bulk content. I pick a day. Maybe I say this Friday, all I'm going to do is content. I try to do 10 posts on that day. I give myself assignments. Oh, I'm going to do 10 Instagram posts, 5 LinkedIn posts, whatever it is, depending on my content schedule, right? And I try to do posts that can run me for a week or not for a week, like for a month. Like if I have a posting schedule of 3 times a week, meaning that in 1 month, I need 12 posts. So if I dedicate one day to making 12 posts, it means that I don't have to worry about creating posts all the time. I have all my posts down, and my biggest problem is just posting it. But guess what? They are also scheduling apps. So I can actually just schedule my posts for the month. If they are all ready by the last week of the month, then it means by the first week of the month, I can schedule all my posts for the month and they are just going, and I can face other things in my life, right? Especially for people who don't yet have money to like hire social media content creators or whatnot. Be disciplined. Nobody's going to do it for you. Don't expect that anybody's going to do it for you, right? You are the one that has to do it until you can afford to pay someone to do it for yourself. And that involves a great level of discipline. Consistency is discipline. Because if someone was paying you to get it done, if I say, I'll give you $1 million every month to post every day for 30 days, you will post every day for 30 days. So you should know that your brand has the possibility of paying you $1 million every month. All you have to do is post every day for 30 days or whatever your content schedule is. That is how you get consistent. Because with another man's work, you are consistent. With paid work, you are consistent. So why is it your own work that should suffer? That's where discipline, that's why there's something called self-discipline. You have to grow your self-discipline muscles, right? Even as a storyteller, for your brand storytelling, you need discipline. For anything in life, you need discipline. So enough with the excuses, get it done. Now, quick visibility tips, post one story, right? Show your process, your team or behind the scenes win. Because a lot of times people say, oh, I don't know what content to post. I don't know what to do, blah, blah, blah. All the things you are doing is content. Everything that you're doing is content. The way you're packaging the whatever it is you're packaging is content. The day that you open your laptop to type is content. The day that you can't open your laptop to type, my sister, it is content. Today, I wanted to be the CEO that I am, but I couldn't can. And so therefore, today is officially a rest day for me. And that's your content, right? Think of everything you do as content. You just have to think of yourself. You have to start thinking like a storyteller to see that everything within your grasp is content. Your cows were supposed to come, they did not come. That's content. Hashtag man proposes, but agripreneurship disposes. That's what you've done today. My cars were supposed to come in today, and because of that, I have delayed orders. To my customers, I love you guys. I'm sorry. I'll do better until we can figure out the systems, blah, 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 blah. You've done your post for the day, right? So you have to think of everything as an opportunity, even your failures. So, and then you guys need more visibility even in the agripreneur space, because when I was doing my research, right, and just, examples of agripreneurs in Africa, the most recent post I was seeing was 2023. What's happening? And there are at least more than 60 agripreneurs here. Why are your names not popping up on Google? It means that you guys are not posting. You guys are not investing in your PR. I said examples of agripreneurs. Top 10 agripreneurs in Africa. They are showing me Dangote and all these people as entrepreneurs, not agripreneur. It means that you guys have not established the agripreneur word enough for Google to be able to fish it out without linking it to Aliko Dangote and Golden Penny and all these other people. Why? You guys exist. You're all here on this call. Why is it not your names that are popping up on Google when I say agripreneur? Because you guys are not posting up enough posts. You're not putting up, your stories are not out there enough. So you have to make it a challenge. Say, I'm the one that's going to put agripreneurship on the map. I'm going to put agripreneurship on the map, right? Every rapper that drops an album, if I'm a rapper now and I drop my album today, guess what number I am? I'm number one. Because in my mind, every rapper has the arrogance of number one. They come in with their shoulders like this. I'm the best rapper in the whole world. Your song, maybe 500 streams, but inside they say best rapper, best to ever live it, right? Have that energy, have the mindset of a rapper. They are coming, I am agripreneur number one, coming to change the something landscape of Africa. I am the innovator. There is something to change the landscape of the global whatever. Come with that energy. And with that energy, put your money where your mouth is. Invest in PR, do social media, put yourself inside Guardian newspaper. Do posts like that. Yeah, investments. Publish posts on Punch. Find out some of you is not so far away. You have an auntie in Punch. Then interview me, auntie. I'm doing great. Like, use your network. Learn to use your network even to tell stories. Tell your stories, right? In church, there is not so far away. In your places of worship, your this thing is not so far away. Somebody knows somebody that can give you that can amplify the whatever it is that you are doing, right? So now use visuals. A 30-second video from your farm or factory can attract thousands of eyes, right? Because I don't know what happens in a farm. And I'm curious to see what happens in a farm. But if you don't show me, I'll continue to just think that, oh, we're still doing hoe. We're still using hoe and cutlass. Maybe that's why I don't even have yam in my house, because maybe the hoes, everybody is tired. Nobody has bought tractor. But show us, like, this is what we used to do before, that this is what farming looks like now. Even show us what agripreneurs look like now. Show us what farmers look like now, right? Show us what farmers look like now. And like everybody has kind of like upgraded the look of all their industries. Why has your industry not upgraded, right? Why have you not shown us what a 2025 farmer looks like? A 2025 farmer probably looks like, is wearing wig, everything. Like, you say, that's your content. A day in the life of a farmer, right? Farmer by day, body by night, or whatever it is, whatever angle. Farmer by day, mommy by night. That's your angle. Pick your angle, stick with it, share it with us, right? Life of a mother and an agripreneur. I'm not only feeding my children, I'm feeding nations. Guys, it's not easy. Pray for me. That's your hashtag. That's your caption, right? Use your lived experiences to tell your story. And then be real, because people relate more to progress than perfection. Use your people to solve your problems. Thanks to social media, people love giving unsolicited advice. You've not even asked them what is this thing. They've told you how to do everything in this life. So when you have a distribution issue, use your community. Ask your audience, say, guys, today I tried to get the cow here. I don't understand why I didn't come. Oh, this is the problem I'm facing. You would see that people will engage with your post. They'll say, oh my God, have you tried to use delivery bike to deliver your cow? Plus the stupid ones, plus the interesting ones, they'll all come. But the truth is that you can actually find a gem. You can actually find a partner from just putting your problems out there. Do your challenges. Your next innovative solution just might be with your followers. Be innovative, right? You can actually find your next partner within your this thing to solve the problem. But because you're not thinking as a storyteller, you are very consumed by your problems. You are seeing your problems as challenges. You are not seeing them as a way to actually connect with other people. You can find a way to connect with other people that are facing this problem. You find that someone has had that problem and someone has solved it. But because you guys are not, really online like that, people don't know. But you can be the one to start that platform. You can be the one to start a platform for agripreneurs to share their struggles, share their whatever. Think outside the box and use storytelling as a tool, right? So let's not forget, people don't connect to products, they connect to people. Your story is your brand's greatest brand growth strategy, right? And based on the poll that the organizers were kind enough to do, I see that I've addressed struggle to create consistent content. Your right tools and platforms. Everybody start with Instagram. Start with Instagram. That's the simplest one. After Instagram, enter Facebook. Facebook, they like to talk and they like to engage with posts. It's very easy to go on Facebook. Open Facebook page. Then when you're consistent on Instagram and Facebook, then you can now start venturing into TikTok and LinkedIn. LinkedIn is for corporate. If you know you're not corporate enough yet, don't enter LinkedIn. When you know that you have your corporate ducks in a row, then you can enter LinkedIn and start to position yourself as a agripreneur leader, thought leader, all those things, and give those posts, right? So start on basis, open an IG page. Of all of you don't have a social media page, open it. Social media is a tool for amplification. Open an IG page, open your Facebook page, then LinkedIn, TikTok, X for the brave. If you are brave enough and you know how to goes very well, no problem, go on X, right? But your starter pack is IG and Facebook. And then you need to learn to resonate with your audience, right? Speak their language. Say you don't know how to resonate with your audience because you are thinking too much of this thing. The truth is that who likes you will like you, and who does not like you like you. You are not jollof rice. Even jollof rice cannot please everybody. You are not bread. Even bread, people still don't like bread, right? So your people will come to you. Just be authentic. Stay authentic, right? Not everybody likes my flavor, and I'm cool with it. I'm not upset because it's not everybody in the world that also like. I like you generally as per human beings, love of God, but it doesn't mean that I necessarily have to like your flavor or how you talk or whatever it is. It's not everybody in the world I'm following. Even you have a particular number of people that you are following. That's why you have followers and following. You have a particular number of people that you are following because those are the kind of content that you want to see. So be authentic in whatever you are putting out there, right? And your people will find you, right? So you don't need a marketing agency to start because a lot of you are like, oh, maybe I don't have this, I don't have that, I don't have tools. You have a phone, Abby. Your phone can snap picture, Abby. Your phone has camera, it can take audio, it can take video, Abby. You already have the right tools to start. Now, Africa's food future won't just be told through exports, it will be told through your stories from farm to fame. That's how we grow. So thank you so much for your energy, and I can't wait to see your stories going out into the world. So I think I'll just open it up for Q&A right now. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Tiger Fire Rose. Thank you for that inspiring and eye-opening session. I'm sure everyone has taken away practical insights on how to use storytelling to boost brand visibility and growth. And one thing that I'm taking away from here is consistency. And every story is a story. I like that. Whatever is going on, it's not just to show your harvest, but you can also show your challenge. That's a content, and that's what storytelling is about. Thank you so much, Tiger, for sharing. Now it's time for question and answer. And we are going to do this in a very coordinated manner. If you want to speak, you put your hand up, you raise your hand, and I will call you to unmute and then ask your question. If you don't want to speak, but you have a question, you go to the chat box and drop your question there. I'll pick it from there and ask on your behalf. So, who is asking the first question? There's nobody with question. Are you telling me that from this session, no one has any question to ask? Does anyone have any question for Tiger Fire Rose? Noro is saying good lectures. Good lectures. So that's a well done for you, Tiger Rose. Okay, so we have Almighty raising his hand. Almighty, please unmute and ask your question.
So thank you very much. First things first, I'm a lady. I'm not a gentleman. So
Sorry.
yeah. So Tiger, thank you so much for the amazing session. The just one simple question for you, right? Are there are there any any platforms, say maybe let me not say platforms. Are there any tips really on having the kind of visibility, both local and international visibility that we need as entrepreneurs? For example, maybe through certain platforms, writing articles about our businesses. If if you know about such platforms that you could put in the chat for us, that would really be helpful. Because one thing I found too is many times when certain platforms that are related to agribusiness write articles about entrepreneurs or write articles and side entrepreneurs, it helps with the search engine optimization as well when you go to Google them. So any tips on this, please?
Okay. So I think first of all, that's a fantastic question. Thank you very much for asking. First and foremost, one of the things we need to learn to do as Africans generally is research. right? We shy away from research. Mm? So it would be great to be able to research the people in your field doing great, right? Like now, you said that when you Google some of these things, you see some of those articles, meaning that you've already seen the platforms that address agripreneurs, right? And so the next thing to do is to go to this website and then probably find out their emails or check out their emails, check out their Instagrams, send them a DM, make inquiries about, oh, what does it take to be published on your platform, right? Ask that question. Because sometimes the information is just literally a DM away. What does it take to be published on your platform? What are the requirements, right? Is it a paid publishing? Is it that I just send in my post? You can make inquiries. So it shouldn't just stop at your Google search of, oh, this person did this person, or when you see a post that you like, look at the platform and then follow the steps, right? So first and foremost, research. Secondly, make inquiries. Don't just stop at research. Make inquiries on how to get it done, on how to get your post there and what the requirements are. And then you go back and check whether you actually have the requirements that they have said. Oh, is your post addressing this thing? Are you aligned? Are you mission aligned with them or whatnot? And then find the ones that you are mission aligned with and try to get into that. Then aside that, there are also paid articles. Like you can get, like I said, you can get yourself on Guardian. There are people that do that. I think there's one on Instagram called Larry Blue Media or something. What they do is you write your article and whatnot, and they will get you published on the newspaper. If you want, they have different prices for digital print, and they have another price for the physical newspaper. So whatever it is, they can get you on global platforms also. If you have your dollars ready for that, no problem. They can get you on global platforms that can boost your general CV, quote and unquote, for your business. So platforms, tips for visibility. So tips for visibility is you actually have to post more. That's the truth of it. You have to post more, you have to post consistently, grow your following, because it's your followers that are going to amplify you. They're the ones that will show somebody that, oh, see this thing, see that thing, right? Word of mouth is very important. And then don't forget WhatsApp. Never forget the strength of your micro community. Your micro community is very, very important, meaning your WhatsApp status, right? If the people around you don't know what you do, then you are the problem. There's nobody that knows me on WhatsApp that doesn't. Maybe they are confused about what I do because I do a lot of things. Because today I'll put up posts, I'm talking to agripreneurs. Tomorrow I'm this thing, but they shall know that one thing that I do, I tell stories, right? They might be confused. Oh, is she a writer? Is she a producer? Maybe today they will encounter my writer post, tomorrow they will encounter my producer post, tomorrow they will encounter my speaker facilitator post. But one thing they all know that I do, I'm a storyteller. That's my work, right? So people need to know what you do, starting from your micro community. WhatsApp status. Every day on your WhatsApp status, come and buy what I'm selling. That's what you're supposed to do. Because if you're not posting about it, why are you now coming to disturb me to come and post on my WhatsApp status for you when you yourself, you're not even posting your WhatsApp status? You're not serious. You are your first marketer. You are your first visibility louder. You are the first person that will carry your gong and your your microphone, and be carrying loudspeaker up and down. This is what I'm doing, or this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing, or this is what I'm doing. Because one day that person is going to be in a room with the person that asks a question that connects you, and the person just like, oh my God, this person does this. Let me call her. I know somebody that does this. Let me call her. So your community is your first point of call. Everybody should know what you do. Do t-shirts, wear it to church, wear it to the markets. Your first branding. You yourself, you the owner of the company, your first branding. Do t-shirts, do wristband, do cap, do face cap. Invest in yourself. That's how you amplify yourself everywhere you're going. When they invite you to speak, wear the nice clothes, but let your t-shirt be under, let you show your logo. Like that's how you sell yourself. So you have to think of ways for you to actually sell yourself online, visibility online within your community, immediate community, micro, macro. Before you think big, have you conquered small? I hope this answers your question.
Okay, thank
It
you
just
very
answer my
much.
question. Thank you so. Oh, sorry. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I'm sure Almighty got that. There is another question in the chat. While we wait for others to put their hand up, what makes storytelling different from questions like, Tell us about your business in a grant application or pitch deck. My brand is Agro Wealth. So I'm thinking he's saying, how do you apply storytelling in grant applications in a pitch deck?
Oh, that's what they love. Oh. All these people, application grants people, what they are actually asking for is your story a lot of times. When they're asking you those questions, right? They even tell you what differentiates you from human and AI. They'll tell you, oh, don't use AI, something that don't want to know you and something, because AI doesn't know you. They want to know how you burnt your leg doing this. So your agro wealth, right? So it's probably how you're looking for investors to give the farmers, how you're looking for money to give farmers. I mean, you're trying to raise financiers and investors. So the story they want to know is, why is this important to you? It's because you saw your mommy. Was your mommy a farmer and you saw her struggle for so much and you realized that if you guys just had money to buy a tractor, that you guys would have had more sales, right? Tie it to your why. Why are you doing this? Why do you want to make money for farmers? Why is it important to you? People a lot of time want to know your motivation, and your motivation is a story. They want to know the story behind it. So storytelling is the way for you to actually unlock grants, is the way for you to make pitch decks more interesting. Because the truth is that on a pitch deck, what you are doing is putting one line or two lines to remind you on the story that you want to tell them. Because when you're pitching in person, you're not just going to say, oh, I increased sales by 60%. And then 42 years later, the 60% became 600%. They are just talking numbers. That's not what you want to know. I increased sales by 60%. And this is how it impacted me, because my dream has always been to be that agro wealth entrepreneur that is able to impact farmers. And because of that 60% growth, I've been able to impact over 1 million farmers in just this thing, whatever it is that it is. Tell us the story, right? As a little child, I saw something. I don't know your why. You're the one that knows your why and your motivation. This one, just because I'm a storyteller and I make up stories, that's why I'm just making up all these things on the spot, right? But you need to be able to tell your story. And nobody can tell your story better than you. If you need it polished up, put it into ChatGPT to polish it up. Tell ChatGPT, look at this story. This is my answer, right? Help me assess it as a grant selector or as a grant judge or something, and then word it how you would want to accept it. What will give me 100% success rate? Give me that answer. That's how ChatGPT will help you reform it and give it back to you. Don't just accept it. Don't just copy and paste it, because ChatGPT used to tell lies. ChatGPT will say that you impacted 5,000 farmers. Meanwhile, all you did was plant 2 farms. So you have to check it again and make sure that ChatGPT has not gone to go and bobo you and your grants this thing. So check it again, make sure that it's authentic, and then tweak it. And then that's how do you understand? So now I've given you the tool, I've given you the story, and I've told you why storytelling is very important, especially in grant applications. Is that your story that differentiates you? They always want to know your motivation, and pitch decks also. Does that answer your question?
Fantastic. There is a question on hashtags. How can it be used for visibility? Like you said, hashtag agripreneur. So
Yes.
how can we use hashtag for visibility?
So for hashtags for visibility, first and foremost, you need to learn about your general. This is going more into SEO, which is search engine optimization, right? But you need to know trending hashtags, right? There are some general hashtags that trend no matter what.
Okay, it looks like we've lost Tiger for a bit, but I think she's trying to join back. I'm sure the network may have pushed her out. So while we wait for Tiger to join back, do we have more questions, to keep for her so that she can answer them? Okay, she's joining now. Hello, Tiger. Welcome back.
Hi, so sorry. I
It's
dropped off.
fine.
Yeah,
It's fine.
it
You're
was
welcome.
network. Yeah, thank you. So I was talking about hashtags, and I said that's going more into SEO, but you need to know your general hashtags, right? Because you're an agripreneur, your constant hashtag will be hashtag agripreneur. Then because you're building your brand, get a consistent hashtag for your brand, right? Then get a consistent hashtag for what.
Yeah, we can
So
see you now. Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, we can see you.
Yeah, sorry. That's why I was trying not to join with my phone.
I know that people will be trying to call me. Okay. So yeah, so the hashtag that you represent as a brand, right? So number one, general, famous, popular hashtags. Number two, agripreneur. Hashtag agripreneur should always be there constantly. Number three, your brand name, your brand hashtag, whatever your brand name is, whatever it is, whatever you represent. Then number two, your value, right? Sometimes it's under UNSDG, maybe the UNSDG that you are pushing, or maybe your human rights or human global impact or Nigeria to the world, whatever it is that is the hashtag that you are also trying to push that should be associated with and push it there. Then you can also get your training hashtag. But it's also great for you to read up on SEO and general hashtags. What are the Google top 10 famous hashtags for agripreneurship, right? For agricultural entrepreneurship, trending hashtags for agricultural entrepreneurs. Like I said, always use the tools you have, which is Google, ChatGPT, Gemini. They will help you with that.
All right, thank you. There is one from a beginner here, Nuhu Hassan.
Okay.
I'm just a beginner in my industry and I need supporters and partners that will help in producing and distributing satisfying products in my communities, my country, and Africa at large. Please help me with advice and ways out. So I'm thinking that he needs, we are talking about storytelling. So how does he put his story out there, his business out there to attract partners, to attract suppliers and investors and the likes?
So first and foremost, investors don't invest in an idea, they invest on what they can see, the actual product. So you have to show us what you are doing already, right? Before you tell me to put my 10 million, have you put your 10 naira? Have you put your 1,000 naira? And show us what.
Sorry. Yeah. So as I was saying, sorry guys.
So as I was saying, show us what your 1,000 naira has done before you ask me for your 10 million naira, because that is how I'll, as an investor, that's how I'll be able to see with my mind's eye what scale would look like for you. So it's not just that you just be saying, oh, I can do this, but nobody wants to give me money. I can do this, I can do this. No, show us what your 10,000 naira has done. With 10,000 naira, I have done this, I have planted this. With this one, I can do this, I can do that, right? So that's how you position yourself. That's how you tell your story. Guys, 50,000 naira, this is what I'm going to do. Blah, 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 blah. This is what I was able to achieve. This is what I was able to achieve. If I can get 1 million naira, imagine the impact I can reach. This is what I'm trying to do. Add value to so. Supply products to so. And I'm looking for partners. That's what you can do, right? When they see the consistent work and the consistent this thing, your people will come, and then go for grants, apply to grants, right? Apply to grants, go for sessions like this, like what you're doing now, you're doing the right thing. Go for attend sessions like this, go for this summits, all the summits that they are doing, agripreneur summits, all the agricultural summits, agricultural change panel sessions, all of that. Go there, network. You have to network, because it's in networking that you meet the people that you are going to find, right? So I hope that answered your question.
All right. Thank you so much, Tiger. It was an interesting session with you. You poured your mind out. Thank you so much. Before we close, it is time for us to have a group photo. So I would like everybody to turn on their cameras and put on their brightest smiles. Team member, please stop sharing your screen so that everybody we can see everybody and we can see everybody's smile. So turn on your cameras, put on your brightest smile. Let us capture this moment together. And please, when you are free to take a screenshot from your end as well. Take a screenshot, let your network, let your community know that you attended an event like this and post on social media. Please tag us, tag African Food Chain Makers when you make any of those posts, and then we would repost and spread the energy. So team member on the call, please take a screenshot and prompt me once you are done. Everybody put up your best smile. Are we good to go, team? All right. Thank you so much for being patient with us and staying till the end of this session. But we are not done. We have more information to share with you. As a matter of next steps, we can put up the slide now. Tim, you can put up the slide now. As a matter of next steps, there is what we call the 7-day visibility challenge. This is in addition to all those questions that Tiger has asked you, Tiger asked you in the course of her session for you to try out for your brand. But this is also something that you need to do. The 7-day social media challenge is designed to help you increase your online visibility, share your agribusiness journey, inspire others, and grow your network, and get featured by the African Food Change Makers on all our platforms. And it begins on the 29th of October, that's tomorrow, and ends on the 4th of November, next week. So all you need to do is, after today's session, go and make your first content. Even if this is not your first content, but after today's session, run a content for your brand. Post it on social media, any of your social media platform. Put hashtag Agristory Challenge, as you can see on the screen. Hashtag Agristory Challenge. Tag African Food Change Makers. When we see it, we would repost on our platform so that our people too, our community, will see what you are doing. And when people see what you are doing and can connect with what you are doing, you will have more followers, you will have more customers. So join this challenge for 7 days. This is like a 7-day assignment. Every day, beginning from tomorrow, make a post about your business on your social media platform. It could be a video post, it could be a picture post, it could be a write-up, but whatever post you make, hashtag Agristory Challenge and tag the African Food Chain Maker so that we will see it and reshare on our platforms. You can make this post on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and TikTok. And then please, you can also join the challenge Telegram group. You can also join the challenge Telegram group with the link. So my colleague will drop the link in the chat. Click on that link to take you to the Telegram channel so that you can also see what other people are doing. Top entries will be featured on AFC's platform. So I don't want you to miss out on this opportunity. Let me say it again. Simply post daily content. This content could be video, pictures, or a simple write-up, and hashtag the Agristory Challenge. Tag African Food Change Makers on all of these posts. When we see it, we will repost. Join our Telegram group following the link on the chat box. Remember, visibility leads to opportunity. So take this challenge. Now, we have done this. We have learned today. We would also like to learn from you, get your feedback. We'd love to hear from you. Take out a moment to fill out the survey form that will pop up on your screen the moment you leave this session. So the moment we say thank you and we have come to the end of this session and you click end or you click leave, you will see a pop-up. That pop-up is a survey about today's session. Please take time to fill the survey and share your honest feedback so that we can do better at the next Agristory 3.0. Your thoughts will help us continue to improve and deliver value to you. Stay connected. Don't miss out after today's session. There are a lot of goodies that African Food Change Makers has for you. So please don't miss out. Join our community of entrepreneurs. Like I said, we have over 8,000 plus, and they are from 49 countries in Africa. Join that community, connect, meet new people, and carry your business from one country to the other just by belonging to our platform. And the link is on the chats, www.afchub.org, and you see the join the community and follow the prompt. Share your feedback on ways we can improve and serve you better. Follow us on all social media platforms. We are active everywhere. Once you type African Food Change Makers on any social media platform, you will find us. And also subscribe to our newsletter to stay up to date with whatever is happening within our community, and so that you will be engaged. Now, I want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Thank you to Tiger. Thank you to every one of you that was part of the Agristory Lab 2.0. It was really, really, really interesting and engaging. I, for one, learned a lot. Please take seriously everything that has been shared here. The world needs to hear what you are doing. The world needs to hear what you are building, what you are growing, what you are transforming. And from all of us at AFC, thank you. Stay inspired and see you all at the next lab. Have a great evening. Cheers, everyone.